Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a really fascinating journey right into the heart of Thailand's luxury travel market. We've got this great 2024 study here.
Yeah, luxury travelers in Thailand, a study of preferences and trends.
Exactly. And our goal isn't just to skim the surface. We want to dig into who these travelers are, what really motivates them,
What makes them tick, basically, and the bigger trends shaping their trips.
Think of this as your fast track to understanding this pretty significant slice of the tourism world.
Absolutely. And this study, it's by Fisava Vachara. It's not just about, fancy hotels.
Right.
It uses proper surveys, interviews, gets into the real reasons why high-end tourists pick Thailand.
So we're aiming to pull out those key insights for you.
Distill it down.
Okay, so let's get into it then. Who are we actually talking about? Who are these luxury travelers in Thailand?
Well, the study mentions that back in 2015, Thailand saw about 10.8 million high-end visitors.
Wow, that sounds like a lot.
It does, but the study points out it's actually a small segment overall, but a really influential one.
Influential how?
They're looking for experiences that are, genuinely unique, exclusive, things you can't just book off any website.
I see. And it's clearly big business, right? The study mentions rising revenue from luxury travel just before 2024.
Definitely. It's a key economic driver. And what's interesting is the study's focus, middle to senior resourceful luxury travelers.
Resourceful, meaning?
Meaning they likely have, established wealth, financial stability. They're deliberate about how they spend on travel.
Okay. And the spending figures are quite something.
Oh, yeah. It says a wealthier luxury traveler might spend up to USD 1,200 a day.
Per day?
Per day. And that's not just on a fancy room. It's about investing in the best hotels, yes, but also the best tour guides, custom-made trips.
Right. Personalized itineraries. That focus on quality and customization seems key.
It really is. It sets them apart.
So who are they demographically? Any surprises there?
There are actually. A big chunk, 60% of those surveyed were aged 25 to 44.
Oh, that's younger than I might have guessed. Kind of breaks the stereotype, doesn't it?
It does. It suggests maybe different patterns of wealth, or maybe just different priorities, experiential spending earlier in life, perhaps.
And the gender split?
Pretty much even, almost 50-50 male and female.
Interesting. So this younger group, they have the means for this kind of travel.
Seems so. The study reported an average annual income just from international travel of THB 2.38 million for this group.
Wow. Okay, that definitely supports the high spending.
Yeah. And they're educated, too. Over 60% have a bachelor's degree. Most have been in the same profession for over 5 years.
So established careers, stability, these aren't just fleeting visits.
No, definitely not. For Thai residents in this group, luxury travel seems planned. It happens maybe once a year or every 2 to 5 years.
And how long do they typically go for?
Average trip is about a week, 7 nights, 6 days. So it's a significant valued break.
It makes sense. They invest time as well as money.
And technology plays a huge role, especially for business travelers within this luxury group.
How so?
Over 95% use the internet heavily during their holidays, and they lean hard on messaging apps for communication.
Right. So seamless Wi-Fi and digital communication are probably crucial for hotels and services targeting them.
Absolutely critical. You need those tailored online strategies.
Okay, so we have these digitally connected, relatively young, high-spending travelers. Where in Thailand do they actually want to go?
Good question. Natural beauty is a massive pull.
Like the beaches and mountains.
Exactly. Phuket and Chiang Mai are mentioned a lot, obviously. But interestingly, also Luang Prabang, which is in Laos.
Oh, so they're looking regionally, too, not just within Thailand.
Yeah, seems so. And they also like places a bit less mainstream. Chiang Rai comes up, the Quang Si waterfalls.
So a mix of the famous spots and some off-the-beaten-path discovery.
That's the feel, that duality. And it's not just the place itself. New hotels, new resorts, especially ones using traditional Thai architecture, they find that appealing.
Ah, so they want luxury, but with a sense of place, authenticity in the design.
Seems like it. It needs to feel rooted, not just generic luxury.
But is there a danger of that feeling a bit, fake, if it's not done right?
That's a really good point. Authenticity is crucial. And that carries over into activities, too.
Yeah, what kind of activities are popular?
Again, it's a blend. They want cultural stuff, temples, museums, trying local food, understanding customs.
Immersion.
Right, but also relaxation and maybe some adventure linked to the natural surroundings.
And personalization seems to be a running theme here.
Huge. It's not about standard packages. They want options like, can I get a specific spa treatment? Or can we arrange a private golf game? Or maybe ethical elephant interactions.
Tailored to their interests.
Exactly. Flexibility is key.
But the core luxury element service facilities, they still matter hugely, right? Especially for the Thai respondents mentioned.
Oh, absolutely non-negotiable. High-end service, luxurious facilities. That baseline expectation is always there. Comfort, convenience, attention to detail.
Yeah, the smooth execution.
Precisely. But there's another layer emerging now, which is eco-sustainability.
Interesting. How significant is that?
Increasingly so. The study suggests they're not just aware of it, they're actively looking for environmentally conscious options and are willing to pay more for them.
So it's moving beyond just a nice to have.
Definitely seems like it. Becoming more of an expectation, aligning spending with values.
And that ties into another point you mentioned, authenticity.
Yes. They really value that. Genuine experiences, real connections with local culture, not the sort of mass-produced tourist trap stuff.
They want the real Thailand.
Exactly. And that often pushes them towards those less common destinations, places that aren't overrun. It's about finding something unique, memorable.
Okay, that paints a clearer picture of their preferences.
Yeah.
Let's dig a bit deeper into the why. What actually influences their decisions? What makes them choose Thailand, or a specific hotel or tour?
Well, a really basic fundamental driver is just the desire for calm, relaxation. Yeah, often they have demanding lives, so seeking respite is key. But it's more than just lying on a beach.
Right.
That high-quality service is vital. And they're looking for experiences that are genuinely unforgettable, unique. There's an element of seeking, maybe prestige, eminence.
So status plays a role, but maybe through the experience rather than just showing off wealth.
It seems that way, yeah. And luxury itself means different things to different people in this group.
How so?
Well, for some, it is about the obvious stuff, the super opulent hotel, the flashy amenities. But for others, privacy and exclusivity are more important. That feeling of being secluded, having personalized attention.
That's a key distinction, isn't it? Luxury isn't monolithic.
Not at all. You've got the visible extravagant seekers, fine dining, huge suites, and then those who value the intangible seclusion, bespoke service. And let's not forget adventure seekers. Exciting activities are a draw too.
Makes sense. What about recommendations? How do they find out about these places?
Word of mouth is powerful, especially from other luxury travelers. It's like a trusted network.
Peer influence.
Hugely important when you're spending significant money. But the digital world is crucial too.
Online reviews.
Yep. Critical for choosing destinations. People check what others have experienced. Probably specific luxury travel sites or verified reviews carry more weight.
And what about price? Is it just money, no object?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Price and value are still factors. Some might go for the absolute top tier regardless of cost, sure. But others are looking for excellent value within that luxury bracket.
So getting the best return on their investment, even if the investment is large.
Exactly. It's about feeling the quality matches the spend.
Any other influences?
Personal interests are huge. How well does a tour fit my specific passions? They seem willing to wait for the right fit, not just jump on any luxury trip.
So patience for the perfect match.
And the study even notes this for medical tourists, a subset, sometimes where finding the right care and the suitability is the absolute priority.
Okay, this gives a really detailed profile. What about the future? What key trends does the study see shaping luxury travel in Thailand?
Well, we've touched on some already. That rising interest in authentic cultural experiences is definitely a big one.
Going deeper than just sightseeing.
Right. And alongside that, the growing demand for eco and sustainable tourism, that's gaining serious traction.
Okay. What else?
There's development in the MSC segment.
I see.
Meetings, incentives, conferences, exhibitions. Thailand's becoming more attractive for high-end business events, which brings in luxury travelers.
Ah, okay. Business blending with luxury leisure.
Exactly. And the study also talks about new types of luxury travelers emerging, these sort of typologies.
Oh, like what? Tell me more.
Okay, so there's the new money, recently wealthy, eager to experience luxury. Then the elite, more established high net worth types.
Right.
Then you get cultural cognoscenti and cultural creatives. These folks value intellectual gain, learning, maybe even contributing somehow to the local culture.
Interesting. More than just consumption.
Yeah. Then experiencers seeking holistic life experiences, personal growth, and finally, a segment described as luxury hedonism,
Which sounds like...
pretty much focused on pleasure, indulgence, pure enjoyment.
So the new money might want the flashy hotel, while the cultural cognoscenti wants the private museum tour.
That's the kind of distinction, yeah. It's becoming a much more segmented market, not just one luxury traveler profile.
That makes sense. Nuance.
And across all these types, there's a real thirst for behind-the-scenes access, exclusive stuff.
Insider experiences.
Going beyond what the average tourist sees. And, of course, personalization. That's just expected now, isn't it?
It seemed to be the baseline requirement across the board.
Yeah. Every aspect needs to feel tailored.
Anything else on trends?
Just a note on geography and timing. Northern Thailand is really popular in the cool, dry season, but the coasts and the green, hilly areas, they attract people year-round. So understanding those regional draws is important.
Okay, so wrapping this up, this deep dive shows a luxury market in Thailand that's, well, pretty sophisticated and definitely evolving.
Yeah. High-end travelers want authenticity, they want things personalized, and sustainability is increasingly on their radar.
And their choices are driven by a mix of things: quality, sure, value, yes, but also social influence, that desire for unique memories.
Absolutely. And for you, the listener, understanding this, it offers clues beyond just luxury travel, doesn't it?
So.
Well, that focus on authenticity, unique experiences, that resonates everywhere in travel now. And the power of digital platforms, word of mouth. It's just modern marketing, really.
True. These themes pop up again and again. Okay, so here's a final thought for you to mull over. With this demand for personalization and sustainability growing so much in luxury, how does the whole idea of luxury need to change to really connect with the next generation, not just in Thailand, but globally?
Good question. What does exclusivity even mean if it's not just about the price tag?
Exactly. What new forms might emerge?
Sure.
Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.